station that gives you a voice all over the world. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's about 4 minutes before 2 p.m. right here on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Now, 3 minutes before 2 p.m. actually. My name is Choma Innocent. I'm your host. This is Matters. And we'll be taking it up until 3 p.m. We'll be talking about very important, very pertinent issues that affect you and I, issues in the Nigerian polity and outside the Nigerian polity, actually. All right, so we'll be looking at two different issues this afternoon. So tell a friend to tell a friend that Matters has just begun. At some point in the conversation, the phone lines will be open so that you can also get to be a part of it. I definitely want to hear from you. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. If we don't give you a voice, waiting we gain, oh, waiting we gain. If we don't give you a voice, waiting we gain, oh. Give me my flowers. Give me my flowers, my roses, the hyacinths, the chrysanthemums. Give me my flowers. Now, since they sing, I try to make them feel all right. They say, welcome to Matters. We'll get right into it, okay? Because of our time, and you do know that Matters comes to you every Monday through Friday, every day. Monday through Friday, and it ends at 3 p.m. Okay, so let's get right into the topics which we'll be discussing today. Without further ado, actually, so that we can get to hear from you at some point in the conversation, I want to hear from as many people as possible today. Sometimes we're not able to take so many calls and so many messages, but I want to break that jinx today. So let's actually just look into it. We'll be looking at three different issues, okay? First up, this is breaking news that I'm giving to you hot, right? The Lagos State High Court sitting in Ikeja has ruled that the removal of Mudashiru Obasa as Speaker of the State House of Assembly was illegal, unconstitutional, null, and void. In a judgment delivered today, the court also annulled the proceedings and resolutions of the House from January 13, 2025, during which Obasa was ousted. Now, Obasa had filed a suit against the House of Assembly and the newly appointed Speaker, Mojisola Meranda, challenging the legality of his removal. So the Lagos State High Court sitting in Ikeja has finally ruled on the matter, saying that it was illegal and unconstitutional to remove Obasa in the way that the lawmakers did. And one cannot help but think about the whole controversy generated by this situation, actually, when it began on that fateful day, on January 13, when I came here on Matters to actually tell you that Obasa has been removed as a Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, and his deputy, Mojisola Meranda, had actually taken his place. The funny thing now is that the then Deputy Speaker went on to become Speaker due to the resolution of the matter within the APC ranks. She's now back to being the Deputy Speaker. Now, from all of the reports that we garnered then, it was said that, Obasa was also told that now that you are resuming as Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly again, and that you've been sworn in again for the second time, you should actually drop your case. And Obasa said, no, I'm not going to drop this case. And now the Lagos State High Court is coming to say, look, it was illegal and unconstitutional to have removed him in the first place. And you cannot but wonder at the politics that is at Nigerian politics, honestly, as a whole, because when you look at the Lagos State House of Assembly and indeed the state's House of Assemblies around the country, you actually know that they have the constitution that guides them, right? The same way everyone is elected into the House as a lawmaker, and within themselves they pick one person to be the Speaker, that's speaking for the House and on behalf of the people that they represent, that they are making laws for. You would think that that's the same way that they can remove such a person. So external influence in the activities of the state legislature is what we're looking at now, to the extent that it has to be the judiciary solving the issues of the legislature, when these three arms of government, if you add the executive, are actually supposed to be doing their own things independently. So where is the independence of the legislature if it is the judiciary that has to actually speak on matters that concern them? Now, I'm not saying that Obasa was wrong to actually go to court, but all of the external influences, interferences, and some will say interventions in this particular case just reminds us again of the kind of politics that we play in Nigeria. But anyway, this is breaking news, and more details will be coming up on this. I do believe that Esther Nwachukwu will actually be will explain this in greater detail on the world news at 6. So stay tuned to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And of course, very, very soon you'll be getting to hear more about that. So we won't be really talking about it much on matters, because I believe that on the world news at 6, yes, you get to hear about this more and better and in greater detail. Okay, so yes, we're looking at that. Now, I want to actually look at other issues that are very important. And it's just one question I want to ask Nigerians. Why do we keep falling for Ponzi schemes? Why do we keep falling for Ponzi schemes? Is it bad economy? Is that the reason why people feel like, if I can get a scheme that is telling me that they will double my money in 30 days, let me invest in it? Why do Nigerians keep falling for bad investment after waiting MMM do another year? Because I think you get one when an Iraq tell you that they call them. I be get one that year we chop my 3,000, I be my 3,500. I just forgive them because I don't want to think about the matter. And ever since then, anything that has to do with you invest and get your returns within so amount of days, and you don't actually have a certified financial advisor to actually tell you that this makes sense. Yes, you should be investing in this. Why would you go and put your money in something like that? I believe that after now, a lot of people would have learned their lesson. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, right? But unfortunately, if another scam come out tomorrow, another scam investment come out tomorrow, and they will just repackage it and give you juicy offers, unfortunately, a lot of people are still actually going to fall for that. And it's quite unfortunate, which is why I'm asking the question, is it the state of the economy, or is it greed that is making people fall for these kind of scams? Now, the EFCC and Interpol have actually joined hands together to find those who are actually behind this whole situation, see if they can bring them to book, right? The Interpol has joined the FCC in a 1.3 trillion naira CBEX probe. That's Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, launched an investigation into the alleged 1.3 trillion naira frauds perpetrated through that digital investment platform, Crypto Bank Exchange, so CBEX. CBEX, which was operated by a group of foreign nationals in collaboration with their Nigerian partners, reportedly collapsed on Monday, leaving thousands of investors stranded and unable to access their funds. Now, EFCC spokesman Dele Oyewale confirmed it that the commission would collaborate with the International Criminal Police Organization to investigate the incident. He stated that the agency had already begun investigating CBEX before it collapsed. But that brings to bear the question, what are the regulatory frameworks, the measures put in place to make sure that foreigners don't just come into Nigeria and defraud people through Ponzi schemes, or that even Nigerians in Nigeria, living in Nigeria or living abroad, don't defraud Nigerians through, would I say, white elephant investment schemes? Right? So when we talk about the people being gullible and falling for these scams and falling for these investment schemes, these Ponzi schemes, what about the role of the regulatory agencies in making sure that before anyone can float any kind of digital asset platform, it has been properly vetted to ensure that the returns that they are promising is actually genuine and that people will not be losing their life savings due to bad investment? So we'll actually be looking at that. The question is, why do people keep falling for these Ponzi schemes? Why do people keep falling for these money doubling schemes? Remind me of that. Those times you see street money doublers, and I was really young, when I used to hear about them. Street money doublers, you would give them maybe 10 naira, they'll give you 20 naira. Now the time where all those money say they buy better, maybe now we say, if you use 10 naira, do anything. You give them 5 naira, they'll give you 10 naira. You give them 10 naira, they'll give you 20 naira. You give them 50 naira, they'll give you 100 naira. You go when they begin, they feel like say, you big, you don't cash out, say what you they do. It makes sense until you not give them a huge amount of money and then they run away with it. So at what point are we actually going to realize that any investment platform that is promising to double your money just like that without you doing any work, that they want to chop you and clean mouth? So what is the reason for people to continue, for people uh, continuing to fall for these scams? Is it that the people who are perpetrating these scams, they are too wise, and the people who are falling for it are too foolish? Is it greed on the part of those who are falling for it? Because you must have heard the saying before now that for someone to actually fall for for someone to fall into some kind of fraudulent schemes is because they themselves, they are being very greedy, and they want to get something that they know that that's people don't want to walk towards having things anymore. And so when you come to them with these white elephant projects and schemes, they will just be like, okay, you're telling me this is going to double my money? Well, let me just do it. Let me just do it and see if I will actually get my money doubled, like you said. Now, I saw there's this perspective that people also have on this particular situation, saying that some people who invest in these schemes know that they are actually scams, that they are Ponzi schemes, and they're hoping that they can withdraw their money from it before it finally crashes. But at the moment when the investors are asleep, at the moment when the clients, the people who have put their money into all of these schemes are asleep, that's when the people who are behind it will just crash the whole platform. And then before you know it, you start hearing, oh, so platform has crashed, oh, so platform has crashed, and a lot of people actually have their monies in these platforms. So we're looking at the role of citizens in being able to smell these scam investment platforms from a mile away, and also the role of government agencies in regulating these kind of platforms to ensure that, before any platform can float in Nigeria, you've actually vetted it and made sure that what these people are coming to offer to your people is actually correct, is real, is legitimate. And then they're not just trying to scam people. A lot of people right now, some people are saying, oh, I'm calling my friends and their phone numbers are not going because they invested in CBEX and now they cannot get their money. There are people who may actually hurt themselves because of this. And we keep trying to talk about this so that people will not keep falling for it. So why do people keep falling for these scams? I need to understand it. Is it greed? Is it that these people who start these scams, people who are selling it to you, they are too wise, and the people who are falling for it are the ones who are too foolish? Is it the fact that the economy is so hard? Because if the economy is so hard, how did you not get the money that you not even put inside the something? You not put inside the Ponzi schemes because you want it to double, so that maybe by the time you withdraw it, maybe if you borrowed the money, you will now repay the person you borrowed, and now maybe leave large on the rest of the money. At the end of the day, there is no gain without hard work. There really is no gain without hard work. And I understand that there are some people who don't have to work as hard as others do, and there's some who have to work twice as hard as others do. But you have to do some form of work before you can get, if what you want. That's not to say that you cannot actually get, defrauded by businesses that seem legitimate, or that something bad could not happen even if you are doing legitimate business. We've seen situations where people's shops were burnt and then they lost all that they had, or where there are natural disasters or floods, or where shops or where people's businesses are looted by criminals. There is all of that, but there is dignity in labor. There is dignity in labor. There is dignity in using your hands to do things, in using your mental capacity to actually do things, which is what we come here to do every day. You've heard us say it over and over again, that when you hear us reading the news, the person who's reading it is the one who did all of the work, sourced, edited it, got all of their materials together. That is mental work. Just doing that mental work, using your hands to do something. Some people do not have the strength for mental work. Some do not have the strength for physical work, right? So the one that you know that you can do, you do it. There are people who are digital marketers, and their work is not scam at all. There is a whole wealth of knowledge online that you can harvest, but you should not be looking out for get-rich-quick schemes online, because if that's what you're looking for, you will find a whole lot of it. And because there are people who bank on the desperation of others, you will find people who are willing to defraud you of money whenever even reach you safe. They want to collect the money from you. So you have to be vigilant. You have to be very, very careful. So, what makes people fall for these scams? Is it the fact that people are too greedy, or the fact that the economy is not stable at this moment? Anyway, here's another breaking news for you right here on Matters and Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Dangote Refinery has slashed its petrol price again, now to 835 naira per litre. Now, fresh from implementing a 15 naira price reduction in its loading cost for premium motor spirits, also known as petrol, the Dangote Refinery has again slashed its refined products prices to make them cheaper, cutting its ex-depot price rate to 835 naira per litre. The new price is a reduction of about 30 naira from the 865 naira per litre implemented 6 days ago, marking a 3.5% decrease, and the 45 naira from the 880 naira per litre sold by the facility just last Wednesday. So in 1 week, the Dangote Refinery has reduced the ex-depot price of petrol twice. From 880 naira, there was a 15 naira reduction to 865 naira. And now it's gone from 865 naira to 830 naira. And what some would say that what Dangote is doing is what a lot of Nigerians have been begging, asking, urging the federal government to do, to make sure that people are able to buy petrol for lesser, right? But recall that this is like the loading price. Okay, marketers come and buy petrol for 830 naira. We're hoping that when you actually get to your fueling stations, you will also sell for cheaper to Nigerians. Some people believe that, we should actually applaud Dangote for these initiatives, while others will say, why should we? I mean, at the end of the day, he's a businessman, and he's not losing any money by actually reducing these prices. So what say you? That's what I want to know. And finally, we'll be looking at Wike saying Fubara should come and beg him for forgiveness before there will be peace between the both of them. Before they will engage in any peace talks, Fubara must come to former governor of Rivers State and now Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, and plead for forgiveness and say, my father, I have sinned against thee. Here I am to make amends. Some Nigerians are saying, apology for waiting. Say apology for what? Fubara must not apologize to Wike. Apology for what? When 6 months finish, make he go resume as governor, and he must finish his 4 years. While some are saying, let Fubara just apologize in the interest of peace. Nobody wants problems, so that all of these issues will just end and the people of Rivers State can enjoy good governance, while others feel that there is nothing Fubara has to apologize for, and no matter whatever the agreement between them is, even before Fubara became governor, even if this whole situation is about money, like former governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amechi, also said there is no reason why Fubara should apologize to him. But you as a Nigerian, and following the issues that have been happening in Rivers State ever since the first time they tried to impeach Governor Fubara in less than 6 months into his administration, would you say that Governor Fubara should actually apologize to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike in the interest of peace? Now, this apology is not expected to return him as governor of Rivers State. And of course, the trust between both of them is already broken. The trust between both of them is already broken. Some believe that there is no way Wike will trust Fubara anymore, even if Fubara comes to actually plead forgiveness, right? And some say, look, if Fubara should actually just eat the humble pie and go and apologize to Wike, things will be better, things will be different between them, and the people of Rivers State will actually enjoy more. Now, here is the thing. If there is an agreement between the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, and the Governor of Fubara, that would mean that if Fubara goes to apologize, he would have to honor whatever agreement there is between them. Right? That's what some Nigerians are saying, that look, Fubara has no reason to apologize to Wike. What is he apologizing for? And also, former Governor Rotimi Amechi seems to know a whole lot more about what's really happening between both parties. And so I would love for him to actually come and tell Nigerians more. If he's saying it's about money, what money? The money, River State people with money, or which money from where? Who is supposed to be making the money? Who is supposed to be, what is it exactly about? Don't just tell us, okay, the quarrel is about money. Yes, we've heard it's about money. Did Wike borrow Fubara money and Fubara refused to return the money to him? Or was it vice versa? Would you actually, what's the word now, advise the suspended governor of Rivers State, Simnalai Fubara, to go and apologize to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. Now, Wike's media office actually just gave a response to former Niger Delta militant leader Tompolo, who actually says that Wike should forgive Fubara so that peace will reign. Now, Larry Olainka, who is Wike's media aide, came out to say forgiveness can only be considered if the person in question acknowledges wrongdoing and seeks reconciliation, saying Fubara is yet to do so. And if somebody does not ask for your forgiveness, why forgive somebody that has not asked for your forgiveness? That's one has to acknowledge that they have done something wrong so that they can actually be forgiven. And it seems to irk Wike that Fubara is not admitting that he has done something wrong. But in all of this, we see what seems to be a power play, right? And not just that we see a power play, we're seeing a situation whereby it seems that Governor Sim Fubara is the one who is on the losing end as at this moment. So would he gain or would he lose by an apology? Would it be to his detriment or to his own gain if he apologizes to the Minister of the FCT at this moment, right? And not just that, what would an apology solve? What would an apology solve at this moment? The situation in Rivers State has already led to the declaration of a state of emergency. There already is a sole administrator in the state administering the affairs of the state, sacking all the political appointees and actually appointing administrators for all the local governments. The House of Assembly has been suspended. The governor and his deputy have been suspended. Will an apology change the status quo at this moment? With an even if an apology will not change anything, one thing it could do is put Wike or put Fubara back in Wike's good books, right? But at the end of the day, what I'm more concerned about is how these actually translates into a better life, into better for the people of Rivers State. In 2 minutes to be 2:20 p.m. and at exactly 2:20, the phone lines will be open so that you can get to be a part of the conversation right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This is Matters, and I've just presented all of the matters, the issues which we'll be looking at this afternoon right here on the program. My name is Chema Innocent. When you call, do tell me your name and where you're calling from. Also, make sure you turn down the volume on your radio set before you call in. It's very important so that we can have a smooth conversation. If you don't turn down the volume on your radio set, you hear the interference, right? You can always hear the interference whenever someone calls and they don't turn down the volume on their radio set. But I want to hear from you. Should Fubara apologize to Wike? Or should even Wike be the one to apologize to Fubara herself because of the whole situation that the pro-Wike lawmakers have put him through and how this has led to the imposition of a sole administrator on the state and the declaration of a state of emergency, which many Nigerians believe should not be happening. The NBA has condemned it and saying, look, there was no reason for you to declare a state of emergency in this state. In all of this, Governor Fubara seems to be on the losing end. He seems to be getting the short end of the stick. So would he be gaining or be losing? Would he look weak by giving an apology to the FCT minister at this moment? Even if he gives him that apology, will Wike ever trust him again? Let's even look at Fubara's chances for 2027. Is there any chance that Fubara will do 2 terms as governor of Rivers State? This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. It's time for you to call in to be a part of the conversation. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. If you call that number, you can get to be a part of the conversation right here, live and direct. I want to hear from you. You can also send a message on WhatsApp to 0817-175-6338. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. You can either call on WhatsApp or send a message. I want to hear from you. Call me up. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Which day this one start? Where you know they turn down the volume of your radio set.
But me at the talk, where they at the talk.
Oh yeah.
I hope you are hearing me.
I'm hearing you.
Because this problem was yesterday. And then another problem where there for this our radio station now. The thing they break down. Small that thing go break. Nobody go talk for the radio again. But you go pull off. You go start again.
Check your radio.
Check on it for there. So this is matter of to go and apologize for waiting. Why you go apologize? He elected the governor to go and apologize for Wike. Make you not try it at all. At all. So making the way in the latest before 6 months by special of God you could go back for your own seat. So, secondly, I want to beg for Nigerians. Nowhere free money is available. Nowhere they say free money day. So make una no dey do anything una no know about it. Even sometimes they see something inside your phone, don't press it. If you don't understand wetin they talk there, don't press it. All of them they be 419. Nowhere free money. Say they no do investment. We don't know where their office is. Office 1, office 2, office 3. Make Nigeria no dey fall for that kind of victim again. So they say how many times something you go do, we go learn something. If you not do it, if you do for your neighbor, if you don't hear them. So make another try it, Nigerians, please. Please.
Thank you for your call,
That's what I want to say this afternoon. God bless you. I know hear you, but God, I know that you are hearing me.
Thank
you. Thank you.
Thank you for your call, Afunwa. I really appreciate that thing where you talk, actually, say if you see something for your phone, where you no understand, waiting them right for there, make you no press them. Because the people wey wan scam you, wey wan collect your money, then they very, very wise, and then they very, very smart, and they know the way wey be say they go take do am. You fit not even do am on purpose. You go think say something wey go benefit you. Now you dey click on, you don't go know say na something wey be say e go comot better money for your pocket. So we need to be very, very careful. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. Hello, are you there? Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good luck.
Turn down the volume of your radio set. Good luck.
This is good luck calling from Ikotu Ekwe.
Welcome. Reduce the volume of your radio. Reduce the volume of your radio.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
I want to contribute about the CBS of the thing. This thing happened, that was on Monday. I myself was one of the victims.
Are you serious?
I overheard when one of your followers says that people should not be playing. As for me, before I play my own, I think I went to their office. Are you there?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you here. Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I don't know if you are hearing me. Let me continue.
I can hear you. I
went to their office. They have lunch here at Egbeda. So I went to their office. And when I get there, I found out that they have an approval from Lagos State government. And I see another thing there. They have license to EFCC. That is one of the things that make me believe that this is going to be real. Hello.
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Unfortunately, I don't know why you cannot hear me, but I can hear you. You know what? Send a message, okay? Good luck. Please send a message. You can send a message detailing your experience. Now, here's the thing. When you say you got there and they have approval, they showed you that they have approval from Lagos State government, and they also showed you that they've interfaced with the EFCC. How do you know that what they are showing you was actually legitimate? And they did not just get fake documents to actually make themselves look real. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. What is going on? Turn down the volume of your radio set, please. You're in-house now, Sheyi Courts.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you. My name is Sheyi Courts from Itire. All this prosecute of a team, I don't do it, and I don't believe in it. See, my sister, this one, they say they go to their offices, they see all these licenses and all this. They are all baits. You cannot just throw hook inside water and get fish. They use bait. As a matter of fact, they employ people. They even use your family member, preach to them. They will preach to you. People very close to you will tell you that, come and invest because they have been paying them. They will pay some people. It is very easy. They collect money from a lot of people and pay some people just for other people to bring more people to invest in it. My sister, Nigerians, they will not hear a word. You do know how many is going on now that they are still doing? Another one will come up tomorrow. They will still do it again. Later, they will come and complain. The same thing happened politically. They see it, Koroko, like that. This one is scam, is fake. They will choke head. Later, they will come and cry again. This is unthought to Nigerians. Let them do again. My name is Sheikh Court from Itire.
Thank you so much. But which one is this? Isn't taught to Nigerians and let them do again? No, 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 no. That's not nice. We have to be empathetic and sympathetic to those who have actually fallen victims of this, because a lot of them believe that what they were doing was actually very legitimate, and not everyone is trying to make fast money, right? Sometimes people just have spare money and be like, okay, where can I put this and leave it? Because they're actually legitimate investment you can make that will give yield maybe 10, 15, 20% returns annually, right? Annually. So any kind of investment that promises to give you 100% in 30 days, no. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. Turn down the volume on your radio set.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, good luck. Please go ahead.
So as I was saying, I myself was one of the victims. Normally, I don't used to do this. But when I hear about my neighbors here, I myself, I went to their office to confirm it. When I get there, I find out that it was since 2022, steel base has started. Aside that one, what really make me believe is for them to get license approval from state government. That is one of the things that touched me, because I myself, I don't used to invest in these sort of things.
What I'm trying to say is that Wike going to beg, Fubara going to beg Wike is useless. It cannot happen. And because it is already teamwork, they planned it just to suck the resources of Nigerians from River State. So the 2027 election is coming, and they want to get money to do it. So it's all scam. That is what I'm telling you. These people, these three people, they are playing game.
No, but here is the thing, right? Even if you feel that this is a game, in the middle of it are the people of River State who deserve good governance, who deserve to actually have things working well for them. And even before Governor Fubara was suspended, he couldn't focus on governance because of this chaos, this chaotic situation. So
I'm telling you, it's drama. Just forget about them.
So Wike and Fubara, they are Nollywood actors.
Yes, they are Nollywood actors. They don't have any problem. Politicians are scammers. They can do anything. I don't believe them.
Thank you for your call.
Thank you very much, my dear sister.
0803-692-9933. Do you believe that Governor Fubara should actually go and beg FCT Minister Nyesom Wike? Good afternoon.
Hello.
How you doing?
Very fine. Good afternoon.
I'm very well, thank you. What's your name and location, please?
My name is Obasa. I'm calling from Araba.
Welcome to the conversation. Thank you for calling.
Okay. I like your program and you are doing very, very well.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
God will bless you.
Thank you.
So I want to contribute on Wike.
Okay.
I don't think Fubara will go and apologize for Wike, because Wike, if you are dealing with Wike, you must have a long spoon. If Fubara tries to apologize with him, he will use Wike as a right. He will use Fubara as a right. So let him not do that. So in the Dangote, there's English you people normally use. That makes me surprised. You say he slashed fuel to 830. If Dangote said he's fuel for 300 naira, he still make profit. I had a friend who worked with him. I will not mention the name because of the security reasons. He said to me, and I quote, I will not mention his name. I also is an engineer. If he says he's fuel 300 naira, he's making money. Let them leave Nigeria, and Nigeria will leave them. That is what one of my Chinese friends, he said, that we Nigerians and Africans, we always asking God, in the name of God, God will do it for us. He said to me that God has already done it for us. They're the Chinese, they are illiterate. They are completely illiterate. They don't go to school, but they believe in their handwork.
That's not completely true. You cannot classify every Chinese person as an illiterate. Yes. Why then do they have schools in that part of the world?
Pure educated, but we only believe
that is a generalization that is totally not true.
But Chinese, they believe in their handwork. While we in Nigeria, we are only playing. God will do it. God has already done it for us. Nigeria, if you plant cassava, the next few days you see you harvest it. But there, it's not like that. So let us focus more. Well, I will stop for now
Thank you for
the
your
other
call.
people to call.
Thank you for your call. I do appreciate you. 0803-692-9933. Wike says there will be peace when Governor Fubara comes to him in an apology to say, my father, I am sorry for the way I acted towards you. What do you think? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, Chairman.
Welcome to Matters. What's your name and location, please?
I'm Francis. I'm Frank. From calling from Kesha.
Welcome.
You're welcome. See, this is the issue of Wike and Fubara. It's just a game that we, the innocent people, doesn't know the agreement they enter with each other. Wike should have known. Fubara should have known that he's dealing with. What should I describe a Wike? Eagles or a gorilla?
Please don't do that. Don't use insulting. Don't use. You don't need to use insulting words. You don't need to do that.
He should have known whether he will comply or he will not comply. Even if it was under duress, during that enter into the agreement that he will not be able to comply. That is their problem. Nobody knows how the agreement they enter into each other. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your call. 0803-692-9933. It's 15 minutes before 3 p.m. right here on the number one station that gives you your voice. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. You're currently tuned into Matters. I'm your host. My name is Choma Innocent. What's your name and what's your location?
Hello.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good afternoon, Choma. You see this case of
What's your name, ma'am? What's your name and location?
I am Mrs. Obama.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Cement.
Thank you for calling.
You see this case, so what is Wike's own? Because of the money he wants to take, he made the other president not to win. He sold the state vote to APC. I am from River State. So nobody should say Fubara is playing with Wike. It's a lie. Wike is a casting man. He actually is a tout in River State.
All right, let's not use insulting words now.
At the park, at the road.
You can make your point across without actually insulting him.
Please, thank you.
Thank you for your call. All right, 0803-692-9933. Please, you can make your point without being insulting or using abusive words, okay? Let's not do that, right? The other person said it's a gorilla. This one said it's a lout. Please, let's not do that. Let's not do that. All I'm asking is, do you think Fubara should apologize to Wike in the interest of peace? Wike says if Fubara comes to him in an apology, then there will be peace talks. Good afternoon. What's your name and location, please?
To add that
Now, concerning all that is happening in this country, they are our leaders, those who are ruling us, those who are in power, they cause it. All institutions, if not all, most of them are corrupt. One, they don't have the fear of God. Two, they've forgotten no situation is permanent concerning the River State issue.
Incidentally, Fubara turned out to be the warrior to make that happen. Any attempt at asking Wike for forgiveness is likened to a dog returning to its vomit. Anyone advocating for that is not a friend of Rivers people. What kind of agreement are we talking about here? Agreement to share the resources and continue with enslavement? Am I dreaming? Can I just wake up? What has our country turned into? Did I hear well that the president mediated? That's just the first borders. We'll follow until we get to the national level. We must take back our country. It must work for all Nigerians. Tony from Marine Beach. Shama, good afternoon. Anapo, which kind of question did you ask me like this? Good day, Chama. On Obasa, the judgment from court is very disappointing. Section 92, subsection 2, paragraph C state that a speaker can be removed from the office by 2/3 of the House members on any resolution reached. The Constitution did not state that the speaker must be around, so I wonder the reason given by the court to declare the removal illegal. Because the House members met the condition required by the Constitution. Emeka from Abeson Estate. I'm Joseph Jacob from Shasha. Okay. Choma, in the absence of rule of law, impunity and chaos abound. Diane from Lagos, thank you. So we should clap for Dangote for fuel reduction when we once buy fuel at 250 in this country, eh? As for Wike, he needs to recover from drinking first before looking for apology. As for the Ponzi scheme, Nigerians will still fall for it. Now anywhere Bele face be our national. As for the Ponzi scheme, Nigerians will still fall for it. Now anywhere Bele face be our national identity. That's why our so-called politicians use us as remote control. Okay, Bende from Aguda. Nigeria being a corrupt country, things of great shame keep happening. How can an individual who finds himself in government become the owner of the state? Today, Wike is testing the waters like Tinubu did in Lagos. Here we are again. Chinedu from Badagry. Good day, Chama. Sir Comrade from Ajao Estate. If the people of Rivers support Fubara to go and apologize, let him go ahead. It's left for Rivers people to decide. Good afternoon, Choma. I only pity the people of Rivers State. They are birds of the same feather. If Wike can later support Tinubu, anything is possible for politicians. The problem is not CBEX. The problem is our so-called leaders. UC Collection from Arena Market, Oshodi. Is Wike God? Is he the first governor of Rivers? Is doing all this because of selfish interests? Madam Odion from Egan. Okay, good afternoon, Chioma. Yes, on Wike wanting Tim Fubara to apologize to him. To me, it's unnecessary. To me, it's not necessary. Wike beginning to feel the heat of the result of their loggerhead will not favor him because the first judgment they got yesterday favors Fubara. Finally, Wike and 27 lawmaker loyalists will have themselves to blame. Mr. Ogumbi from Idimu, thank you so much. Chioma, apologies is the vital point for settlement. If Fubara does that, that won't stop him from being a governor. Rather, his mandate will be reclaimed. That message is from Udom. Thank you so much for your message, Udom. Let me take some of these comments on YouTube. Tochukwu Adele says we should not... Okay, what arrant nonsense that the governor of the state should apologize to him. That's an insult on the people that the governor was elected to govern. The people should rather declare Wike a persona non grata in Rivers State. You want people of Rivers State to declare Wike a persona non grata? Well... you said that someone else has said that if the people of Rivers State support that Governor Fubara should apologize to Wike, maybe he should actually do that so that there can be peace in this state. But what do you really think about the situation? You're my final caller for today. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Monday, how you doing? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's in the happen? I better reduce the volume of your radio.
You can hear me now.
I did hear you. Oh, yeah, talk quick. Won't go.
You see, Dangote making do normal beg because we with the Korokwe drivers, we no get joy for the first price. But based on how the country they go, just the manager like that. Because now the passenger will suffer with the poor man.
Thank you so much, Monday. I appreciate your call. All right, that's all we can take on today's episode of Matters. I have to go. As much as I would rather continue the conversation, I have to make way for Funhouse Time with MC Chooks and Dr. Walkie Talkie. Good afternoon, Chioma. I don't think it's necessary for Fubara to beg Wike because if you try it, the worst will happen next again. James Kenneth from Ajao Estate. Everyone's saying that Fubara should not apologize so that Wike will not be feeling that as if he's too big. But at the end of the day, it's still left for the governor to decide if he wants to apologize to his predecessor or not. We'll all be here and see what's happening in the whole Rivers State situation. But we'll always keep advocating for peace to reign in Rivers State because it's very, very vital so that the people of Rivers State can actually enjoy good governance. My name is Chioma Innocent. I'll be back with another edition of Matters. Same time, same station tomorrow. Do have an amazing day and remember to do the best that you can to make Nigeria better in your own little corner of the world. Have an amazing day.